Hello and welcome to the home of embodied spirituality. Joining you here from the garden, another glorious day here in England. We are being truly blessed with these light codes and solar rays at this time. Very few chemtrails as well, which maybe they're all on holiday. Maybe they've been made redundant. We can but hope. So a quite punchy, concise message today that's really, really clearly coming through for this time we're in. We're closing out significant soul contracts. We're leaning down. This is the term that keeps coming through. We could translate that to cutting the fat, refining, removing the excess of what's not necessary in our lives, what is not essential. And we are streamlining in preparation for the next phase of our soul's dharma, in preparation for the next phase of our journey of creation, experience and exploration in this incarnation and beyond. So let's just begin with the closing out of soul contracts. Right now we are tying up a lot of loose ends. This could come in the form of relationships, either entire relationships ending, closing, changing form, or key aspects within certain relationships, dynamics, ways of interacting, no longer being relevant, no longer resonating. So either the relationships that this is relevant to, you may notice a shift in the dynamics, or the relationship evolves altogether. It may dissipate for this time. It may dissipate for the rest of this incarnation. We are, as part of this refining energy, as part of this leaning down energy, and by leaning down I mean getting lean. I keep hearing it as leaning down, but I don't think that's a phrase. We're trimming off the excess. What is not absolutely necessary, vital for the next phase of my journey? What patterns, what behaviors, what ways of being, what belief systems, what stories, what physical aspects of my reality are leaking energy, are old, stagnant, are not part of the path that I am now embarking on, are not vital part of the path I'm embarking on. You know, maybe this could be like trinkets, clothes, things physically that you've been holding on to, that you've been hoarding, that you've been keeping around because maybe you just haven't really known what to do with it. We're at this point with this energy of refining, it feels very much like swords energy. If you're a tarot person, it's like swords energy. It's like we're bringing in that sword, we're wielding the sword of truth, we're wielding the sword to cut away that which is not serving evolution. So you may also notice this kind of closing of the soul contracts with projects. I'm seeing it with quite a few creative projects in my field, things that I've been putting my effort towards, just closing out, that the energy is done, the energy is complete. There's no more life force behind it. There's no more vitality behind it. There's no more buoyancy behind it. There's no more sparkle behind it. The soul has left the building. Let what needs to die, die. That's just coming through so strongly. Let what needs to die, die. I also keep hearing the term ghost timelines, that many people are walking ghost timelines right now. As in, you are occupying and sort of almost groundhogging your way through a reality that you know your soul is done with. I'm done living in this place. I'm done doing this job. I'm done interacting in this way or embodying this way where I shrink and I close myself down and I don't stand in my truth and I don't speak up for what I believe in and I don't value myself and I play in small stories around self-worth and self-value. It's like the soul is done. The soul is done. These are ghost timelines we're walking. The soul has left the building with these ways of being. It's time to evolve. It's time to move on. So when it comes to noticing how much of this kind of ghost timeline energy is present for you, just scan your reality and just notice where there is a sense of aliveness, where there is a sense of vitality, where there is a sense of expansion, where there is a sense of the soul spark. You know, it's an ineffable thing. It's kind of that beautiful, sparkly inner vitality that emerges. There's an expansion, a fire, curiosity, play, joyfulness, love that emanates when we're in connection with something that the soul is giving us the nod towards. Just noticing how much of your reality feels like a zombie path. The life is gone. It's dead. It's done. Again, you may need to drill down and get nuanced about this. It may not be the thing in its entirety. It may not be the entire relationship that's done, but a certain way of being, a certain codependent pattern within the relationship that's done. It may not be the job itself that's done, but a certain dynamic within the job, or a certain role within the job, a certain task within the job that is done. We're being asked to be very clear, get really clear with everything in the field. What stays and what goes. This is the time to lean down, to cut the fat, to trim the excess, to drop the dead weight, to notice, okay, what patterns, behaviors, relationships, experiences, ways of being are leaking my vital, valuable life force energy, because you're going to need it. You're going to need that life force energy and that vitality for where your soul is taking you. We are moving into big dharmic expansion territory, big soul mission upgrades, sacred unions coming in, soul mission upgrades coming in, like anchoring what we came to do here on earth now, not in 10 or 20 years time, now, baby. No more putting it off, no more stalling, no more procrastinating. Your soul is ready to make these moves. The ego structure may be saying, I'm not ready, I need more time. You're being asked to start now with where you are, and trust that the tools, the resources, the learning, the collaborations you need, etc. will come, but you've got to start moving. You've got to start building, and you know you do. So trim the excess, drop the dead weight. I've seen this analogy or this imagery sort of over and over again around a rocket dropping its propulsion boosters. You know, when a rocket starts launching, often it will drop the propulsion boosters, which contained fuel to help the rocket get off the ground. But at some point, when the fuel is emptied out, those boosters just become dead weight. So the rocket drops them. It sheds the dead weight so that it can rise in altitude. That's where we are right now. We have lifted off. We've awakened. We've begun this beautiful, expansive trajectory of pioneering on our soul's journey. Now we're dropping the dead weight. We're dropping the boosters. Anything that does not serve evolution, that does not serve loving awareness, that does not serve the joy, the love, the radiance of our true being, it's got to go. Got to be ruthless about this. Well, that's the energy that's coming in for me. It's a really like ruthless but joyous energy, because I know the creation energy is behind it, and it's such an uplifting energy that it can look like the world is in disarray, but that's because we're making space for something the world has not yet seen before, and that's really exciting. So you are being streamlined for this next chapter. You are being streamlined for your trajectory, baby. You are being streamlined so that you can go, and you can really go with your soul mission, with your dharma, with your union, with whatever it is that you came here to be and to do and embody. I invite you to keep an open, spacious mind for this process. It feels very important that we allow the field to co-create with us, that we don't need to know the way right now. We just need to do our due diligence. What can I do? I don't know the way. I know I'm going to be moving, I'm going to be acting, I'm going to be building, I'm going to be pioneering and creating. I don't quite know the intricacies yet. So what can you do to prepare? What weight can you shed to prepare? What action can you take to prepare the groundwork? Start now, even if it's starting small, making sure that when we get green light to go with these missions, you are really ready to go, that you are not tied to or bonded to anything or anyone that you feel does not is not in alignment with the authority of your soul, does not honor your sovereignty, does not honor your empowerment, doesn't honor love, doesn't honor truth. Time to make the cuts. Anything else that wants to come through? This was only a quick little ditty of a message. It's just been so alive in me today. We're closing out the soul contracts. We're saying goodbye to the redundant aspects that no longer serve soul evolution. We are moving out of ghost timelines where we've been floating around aimlessly, playing in karmic patterning that is not serving soul evolution, where the soul has left the building. We are letting go, refining, making the cuts physically and energetically so that we can be ready to fully launch into soul mission and Dharma territory. I also suggest doing a physical clean out. I'm really getting this nudge to let's clean house on every level. Let's clean this house, clean this body, clean the physical space, clean the car, clean the spaces around you. Where have you been storing, hoarding, collecting energy that just doesn't resonate anymore, that is just not in alignment with where you're going? It's time to clean house. We are in these sort of final preparatory moments before these big shifts really start to anchor, the shifts we've been feeling incoming. You may be seeing them dropping in spits and spurts, and it's not kind of the fully formed timeline yet. It's incoming, it's landing, it's anchoring soon. So get ready. This is your preparatory time. Allow yourself to bathe in and rest in a lot of stillness and spaciousness. I'm finding there's a lot of nervous system, a lot of energy is being discharged through my nervous system personally as I'm moving through this expansion. So that feels a little bit like anxiety, tension. We've got to breathe deep in these times, allow any emotions that are arising to move, because whenever we're meeting that kind of nervous system dysregulation, we're coming into contact with frozen parts, frozen aspects of the consciousness that need to be thawed out. Allow this energy to move to free up the vital pathways of the body, of the energy system, the nadis, the channels within the body, so that energy can flow, life force energy can flow. You can be vital and ready for this next phase, and it's going to be beautiful. You know it, I know it. Don't be fooled by the disarray in the external world. It always had to happen this way because these old structures have got to go. We are starting afresh. We are building from foundations of love and truth. Anything that is not in alignment with love and truth, anything is going to be dissolved in these times. No exceptions. So don't be dismayed or disorientated by the disruptions. Hold compassion for the dynamism of life, but simultaneously stay very, very attuned to your soul's feedback and guidance. It's guiding you through this time. Take the time to be still, spacious, and to listen so that you can prepare accordingly in preparation for the next phase. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the next transmission.